it is sentimental. It's nice. It's got a bunch of holes in it. No, I'm stuck. This probably looks weird. Does it? Okay. Oh, I don't rub my eyes so bad. I just put makeup on. But I didn't put any eyeshadow on. Anyway, it's not important. I'm so tired. I gotta put my keep me company pods in my ears because we're gonna be doing some stuff. Oh yeah, you betcha. Oh, you betcha. By the way, speaking of you betcha, my you betcha cup broke. Did I cry? Did I? What's going on with the lighting? Come on now. It's because of the day. It's the time of the day. And this time of day, I don't get good lighting in here. It's like a weird thing. I don't get good lighting anywhere else in the house. That's just how it goes. It's whatever. Back up. I don't know. Move it over. Is that better? It's fine. Anywho, yeah, I cried. I didn't, but I wanted to. I'm upset about it. Here's the thing. When it comes to mugs, I think, I don't know, maybe someone on the other side is playing tricks on me. I don't know, but every time I get a mug, it breaks. And it's always the same thing that happens. The handle comes off. Then I get my You Betcha mug. This is a really long-winded story. I get my You Betcha mug, I go to pull it out of the cabinet and there's no handle on it. I don't even know where the handle went. I don't know. I've been trying to find it. I still have the mug. I'll show you that. I'll show you. Here, I'll show you right now. I'll show you. There's no handle. I don't know where the handle is. We don't know where it went. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But tell me that's paranormal. I don't know. It probably isn't, but I don't know. I don't know where the handle is. It's gone. I tried finding it. Where is it? Where is it? I don't get it. But I'm keeping this. Ian can have his mug back. That's fine. Because I'm still using it. I don't even care. I'll use it like this. My blood type is coffee. Okay, moving along because that was long. In today's video, we are decluttering and organizing the entryway closet. I have decluttered and organized this closet many times before, but it usually always ends up like this. And this is probably the best that it's ever looked when decluttering it. So that's sort of a win. But I think it's because I hate this closet. It's not functional, that it just turns into this. But that's going to change because in today's video, I completely transform it. And it's quite the transformation. So I think what I'm going to do is empty it all out, go through it, declutter it while I'm pulling everything out, grouping like items together. I have my garbage bin, my recycling bin, and my donate box all behind you. But I'm gonna take everything out, group like items together, and then we're just gonna declutter and try to organize it as best as we can. Then I gotta, once it's completely emptied out, then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make this functional. I have some bins that I'm going to pick up. There's some stuff that I wanna pick up to get this organized. Most of it I want on the walls. I want to try to utilize the walls as much as I possibly can because this is such a small space and it's like there's so much wasted space down below. So I want to try to use the wall and as much wall organization as I possibly can, and I don't have really any wall organization, so I do have to pick that up, and I'm gonna do that tomorrow. So we're gonna finish up this closet for sure tomorrow, but at least I want to start it. I want to get started. What am I doing? Okay, what is this? These are shorts that Ian must have ordered. Why they're in here, I don't know. But he probably forgot about them. Okay, so that I'm gonna put over there. Cabin clothes. This is cabin clothes. So I'm gonna put clothes together. Okay. These are gloves, hats, so mittens, hats. We do have a lot. I do have a lot of coats in here. A lot of these coats were in the vehicles. And then after winter, when spring came around, I bring the coats, I wash the coats, get them out of the cars, put them back in here. But now that winter is coming, I got to go through which coats I want to keep in the car because our winters get incredibly cold. We have extra blankets, flashlights, coats, hats, mittens, all extra gear in both vehicles just in case, you know, we break down or something happens. We have extra stuff in the car. So I do have to go through what jackets I want to put in there. And then I got to go through what jackets we want to get rid of, what maybe doesn't fit. So we have fall, spring coats, winter coats. We have lighter winter coats, heavy winter coats. We have mittens and hats and all sorts of stuff. So it is necessary for me to keep some of that stuff. So that's why we have so many in here. Also, the majority of the shoes are not in here. They're in the mudroom in a laundry basket. We might as well go through that because I couldn't fit the shoes in here because of the coats. So I put the shoes out in the mudroom in a laundry basket. We'll just go through those. I got sandals up here. Shoes are piled over there. Mittens, hats piled over there. Clothes piled over there. What's here? Mittens or gloves. I have a dictionary in here. That is, whatever that is. Gloves. More gloves. Baseball mitt. He's got plenty of these. I swear I have gotten rid of so many baseball gloves. So many. But yet I still find so many. Why? Okay, gloves. Okay, top shelf, done. Let's go to the coats. I'm sliding down. We do have a lot of coats, boots, shoes, hats, mittens, all of it. We have a lot of it because we do live in Minnesota. Minnesota gets very cold winters. Some winters are colder than others. The weather is changing a lot. So we have to have different clothing, different jackets and shoes and things like that, depending on what season we're in. So we do have a lot of fall, spring coats, winter coats, different shoes, things like that. So that's why we have so much, and it is necessary for us to have that. So there's 4 people in the house, so that's, four how am I going to say this? 4 different types of jackets and gear and shoes for 4 different people. Like, it's a lot. Ian has 2 Why does he have two Carhartt jackets? Like, he has two of them. Like, they're the exact same. Why? I don't know. Okay, all right. Maybe he needs it. He might need it for work, but I'll see. I mean, I don't know. Okay, I did take this. I took that jean jacket, and so when I was over at my parents' house, there was a coat that was mine that I kept. And then there was two jackets that weren't mine, but my parents didn't want, and I grabbed. And I showed that in that video. This was one of them. This jacket here. Okay, like. Why? Why do I like this? I don't even know. I don't think it looks good on me, does it? No, I know. Honest opinion. Okay, honest opinion. What do we think? Here, I'm gonna button them all up. Just give you an idea here. Oh, okay, whatever. It's so hot in here. I mean, do I actually like this? I like it better unbuttoned, but like, I think it would look really cute with jeans, but you don't wear jeans, like, ever. I don't even think I own a pair of jeans anymore. I think it's more sentimental for me than anything because this was my dad's and it's like way too big. Like, my dad had this like 30 years ago. He used to wear this all the time, and it's like, I don't know why why I was like, I need this jacket. Like, I don't. Why? You don't though. All right. I gotta let it go, don't I? Okay. All right, let's get rid of it. It's you know, it is sentimental. It's nice. It's got a bunch of holes in it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get rid of this, but I'm keeping the jean jacket. I wanted to mention that with all of the stuff that was in the entryway closet, because I am turning this into a command center, I don't really have any plans of putting shoes, boots, jackets, stuff like that in the entryway closet. I placed everybody's stuff in their own closet. The kids have a ton of closet space, a lot of closet space that wasn't being used. So their coats and jackets, boots, hats, mittens, all of that stuff has a permanent home in their closets, and it works great. Ian and I's stuff is in our room, but it's not in our closet. I have to do something about our closet because it is not working. So all of that stuff is in our room, but once I figure out a system for our stuff, I'll go over everything at that point in time. For quite some time, I have been decluttering over at my parents' house. I've been helping my mom declutter areas around her house. And there are times when my mom comes across things that she doesn't want, but she wants me to have. Usually it's sentimental stuff or it's brand new stuff. Now, the jean jacket, I don't believe was an item that she wanted me to have. It was just something she didn't want that I really loved, and I love it. But in today's video, I want to talk about the temptation of things. And I've been on my own journey to minimalism for quite some time now, and I have become very intentional on the things that I keep and bring into my home. But there are times where temptation creeps in, and I want to talk about that. Looking at this, I mean, minus the shoes, let me go get the shoes. Shoes, this is what they've been sitting in for quite some time. It's not working, but I have an idea for the shoes and the coats. So the shoes were in the mudroom, but let me show you what was in the closet. This is actually the least of, seriously, this is, well, minus the shoes. This is the least amount of stuff that's ever been in that closet. So technically I'm not too upset with this. There wasn't as much as I thought there was. I mean, seriously, it wasn't that much. It was basically coats, some shoes, umbrellas, hats, mittens, normal stuff that goes into the closet. It just looked bad because I couldn't hang up all of the coats, and a lot of it was laying on that table. So it looked worse than what it was. But I'm gonna be honest with you, that's the best that closet has ever looked before. So let me show you what was in there and what we're getting rid of. Also, since I'm over here, I might as well go through that drawer in the entryway table because I have not gone through that since I made over the entryway, probably. I don't know. It's been since before summer. I don't know. But that turns into a junk drawer. No more junk drawers. We're done. The command center is the junk drawer. Okay, anyway, let me show you. So we have the baseball mitt, some umbrellas. There's also umbrellas in both vehicles. I probably should have started over here and then worked over. So this is what we're gonna do. The shoes, so this is some of Lucas's football gear right there. Those are his pants or padding pants, I don't know. And then his cleats. But these are all of the shoes that were in the closet. And then this is the box for donation items. This, I have a dictionary in with the hats and mittens, but those are hats and mittens. And then again, this stuff here that I just showed you. Recycling stuff. The garbage bag, I haven't put any garbage in there yet, but this is recyclables. Then here's the chairs and the table that was in there. Have no idea if I'm gonna utilize that in there. Probably not, we'll see. This wasn't in the closet, but this is all of the shoes. This is the shoes that were in the mudroom. And this is definitely not working, but I have an idea, a plan for the shoes and the coats. Shoes and coats are not going to go in this closet. Again, some of this is cabin coats, car coats, just, there's so many coats. But anyway, I'll go through that. And then what else was I going to show you? Oh, this was the only random stuff that was in the closet, and this is the least amount of random stuff that I've ever found in that closet. No joke. Like, this is the least amount of random stuff I have ever found in that closet. That, to me, huge progress. And it's all going. It's just going. In a little bit, I'm going to talk about, because I had mentioned earlier that I really want to get into temptation, the temptation of things, and how I avoid or try to manage temptation when it comes to, buying things, or even when I go over to my parents' house, accepting things from my parents, because I've been on a journey to minimalism for over a year now. And I just kind of want to talk about that. I want to get into that, kind of give some updates on my journey thus far with minimalism. So I am going to get into all of that in just a little bit, because I do got to mention this, why I'm showing you this. So I put the chairs and this table back in the closet just to show you. It's a really bad demonstration because this isn't what it looked like when I had it in there. It was leveled. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a really quick demonstration on why I had it in there to begin with. So when I made over the hallway, which I'll link that video in the description box below, I put it in there because it's an old table and chairs that my parents got the kids a long time ago. It was in rough condition, and I wanted to DIY it and use it to level the closet. So, and ever since then, it's just been sitting in there. The thing is that in today's video, I realized that I really can't DIY this to where it's going to function the way I want it to function. It's not going to look right. And I ended up getting rid of all of it. So it just wasn't going to work. And I'm going to talk later in today's video why I chose to use, which you're going to see here in just a second, crates to finish the closet, to make the closet functional. I'm going to explain why in just a little bit, because you're going to see this. Basically, it's a DIY pantry that I made a long time ago that didn't stay in the kitchen. I ultimately ended up putting it in the garage. It went from the kitchen to the mudroom to the garage, and it wasn't being utilized in the garage. And I went out to the garage to see if I could use anything for the closet. And I seen that, and I thought, wait a minute, I can do something with this. It's actually working really well. So, but I'll get into all of that a little later on. I also wanted to mention that I went through all of the shoes. You're going to see everything that I donated. There were quite a few pairs of shoes that went. I also go through all of the coats and jackets. There were coats and jackets that I ended up donating as well, but you'll see all of that in just a little bit. So I have Lucas's shoes right here. I think he has one more pair in his bedroom. These boots are new. They're winter boots, but I gotta get Zoe winter boots. And then, oh, there's the other one. These are getting donated. So I'll show you the donation pile in a second. But these are Zoe's shoes. She actually needs a pair of winter boots. And I think one more pair of shoes, because I think I'm going to get rid of these pink ones when we get the new ones. And then this is my pile over here. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's my. But Ian has pairs of shoes in the bedroom, but this is his pile over here. I went into a super long discussion about shoes after showing you Ian's shoes. I cut that part out. There was quite a few things I had to cut out in today's video because I, for whatever reason, was even more long-winded for this video than usual, because I'm just long-winded as it is. But in today's video, I just wanted to chat away. So I ended up cutting that part out. But basically what I was saying is there was shoes floating all over the house. There were literally shoes in the mudroom, downstairs, in the bedrooms. It was just floating. They were floating all over the place. And a lot of that had to do with the fact that they just weren't organized. You know, the bulk of the shoes was in a laundry basket out in the mudroom, which isn't functional at all. And then, you know, instead of putting them back in the basket, which, you know, I totally get. I didn't want to put them back. You know, the shoes that we wear regularly, we didn't want to put back in that basket in the mudroom. We wanted to be able to see them, but then they ended up floating around all over the house. So that's the long story short. There we go. But everybody's shoes are in their own rooms. So Ian and I have our shoes in a tub. For right now, in a tub in our room, because I got to figure out something for our closet. It just isn't working. But the kids' closets have a ton of space, like I had mentioned earlier. So all of their shoes and jackets and stuff like that, mittens, hats, are all in their closets, and it's working really well. There were only a couple of things that I got that were new. Everything new was from Amazon. I got a set of these 3 woven baskets. I think the 3 of them came together. I'm pretty sure the 3 of them came together. Really good price. Same with the clear acrylic file holders. Awesome price. You get 2. So 2 come in a box. I think it was like 10, $11. I'll link them in the description box below, but I love them. But that's the only new things that I got for the command center. Also wanted to mention that I did have some extra contact paper that I laid on the floor in the closet. Looks a lot better. What am I doing next? Oh, I took this apart. I took that apart because I have a better idea. We're gonna use these to put right there. Because you want to know what I was going to do with these anyway? This was going to be backpack and lunchbox cubbies. And I thought, well, okay, what do you need that to stand up for? It's going to be shoved all the way back there. They're not going to be able to reach that. Why wouldn't you just put it down here so they can just throw it in there? You know what I mean? So, yeah. I think it'll look cool. I'm doing it. You know what? Even if it doesn't look cool and I don't like it, I will force myself to love it. No, you don't. No, that's not what you want to do. You don't want to do that. You want to put other items in there. These are big crates. What are you going to do? You're going to put a backpack in a big crate like this? Why would you utilize the back? Why would you utilize the crates like that, Danielle? No. We are going to get hooks. We're going to put hooks up here, and that's where the backpacks are going to go. And you're going to use this for something wise, like batteries, light bulbs, tools, flashlights. That would make more sense. See, sometimes I just got to yell at myself. Stop yelling. I just realized that I put the contact paper on for no reason because I have to nail this in. Oops. I have to nail this into the wood, but it's fine because the contact paper looks better. No, I wanted to do 3 shnikes. I wanted to do the 3, and I think I put this one needed to go further in. Oh, no, that ain't gonna happen. I was gonna put the 3. That's fine. 2's fine. 2 is fine. Yeah, but I was really set on putting all 3 of them right there. Okay. Ready? Go. This is a bad idea. Oh, come on. No. Come on. Okay. Just. Okay, hold on. I got it. Just. What are you doing? Okay, hold on. Let's just give me a second. We're gonna pull this one out. Oh, I got that in there good. Well, okay, fine. You're in there. You are in there for life. Oh, man. All right. You know what? Well, that ain't gonna work. Well, 2 it is. 2 it is. Whatever, I'll put the other one somewhere else. My heart was really set on 3. I was set on 3. Now it's 2. Oh, no. No, I'm stuck. I don't want to do this anymore. My leg's stuck on the other side and I can't get out. I'm just gonna take a nap. This probably looks weird. Does it? Okay. Just, oh, it moved. It moved. It moves. Oh, my knee. I got it. No, now this one, move. Oh, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Oh, that I didn't nail it in on both sides. Oh, Lord. I don't want to talk about it. Let's never bring this up. Ever. Again. Ever. Let's not bring it up. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. What day are we on? I don't know what day we're on. we're almost done. That closet, even though it was, why do I always feel like I say this? I feel like a broken record. I always say, even though it was a hot mess to get here, or it was a pain in the butt to get here, or it was a massive project, or it was a long, long process. I always say that, because it is. But regardless, it was long, time consuming, tedious, at times painful. But we're almost done and it looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I love how this turned out. I'm so glad I did this. I know it takes a little bit of time to get it done, but once it's done, it's so worth it. What I'm gonna do, I'll show you how I did everything. I just kind of wanted to move the process along a little bit quicker, but I'm gonna show you everything that I did. And then what I'm gonna do right now is start pulling all of the stuff that's gonna go in there out. So I'm actually probably gonna lay it out in here because you can see it better in here. But I'm gonna grab not all of the tools. The tools that I'm grabbing are tools, so there's a little drawer in the kitchen that has like our house tools. Why do I constantly wanna go like this? There is no need for me to do the air quotes. It's an inappropriate time every time I do it. It's not accurate timing. I don't know if inappropriate was the correct way to put that, but it is not an accurate time to do air quotes when I want to do air quotes. Why do I do that? I don't know. It's so weird. But not tools, air quote. That didn't make sense. Stop. So this was stuff in the junk drawer. I don't know why. I don't know. But this is what it looks like. I also just like took all of the organizing bins out after Ian dug through this because I don't need it in here. We're taking all this stuff out. So, and then well, what is in here? Oh, these are my knobs, my extra knobs. That's change. I like this clear container. Why do I only have one? Where did that come from? This, oh my gosh. This is batteries. This is like battery drawer stuff. I don't even know. I don't know. This drawer is Ian's drawer. This drawer is my drawer. Everything that's in these drawers are staying in here because I like having, I actually may move these two into this big one and just have all of these drawers empty. And this is where I could put my wax melts. Oh, no, I have it. We're gonna keep our drawers like that. Keep these two empty. And this is where my wax melts and candles and stuff are gonna go. Oh my gosh, brilliant. Earlier in today's video, I had mentioned that I wanted to discuss the temptation of things. And there's a reason for that because I've been thinking about this a lot lately. I've been helping my parents declutter their home for a while now. I've been helping my mom declutter, and there are not very many, but there are things that she doesn't want that I have brought back to my house. Now, I would say 99% of the stuff that's at my parents' house, I don't want. Usually if it's something that my mom doesn't want that she's giving to me, if I'm taking it, it's because I will use it. I do need it. I have a purpose for it. Like for example, the paper shredder. She didn't want that. I didn't have one. And I use that often. But you know, there's times where there's things that my mom doesn't want that are sentimental to me. You know, my parents' home is the home that I grew up in. That's my childhood home. And that home and some of the things in it are very sentimental to me. And I knew going into this process, it was going to have its challenges. I'm going to talk more about this in just a second. Okay, this is all of the stuff that's going to go in the command center. There may be a couple of things that I'm missing. I'm going to double check around the house. This is probably going to take me a little bit to go through. I will give a little bit of a break and play some music while I go through all of this stuff. I'm going to first show you, like, everything in here was from the drawers, mostly the junk drawer, but actually this was from the other drawer, but most everything in this bucket here was from the big junk drawer. And then there's the light bulbs. There's some flashlights and tools over there, some electronic stuff. This was everything that was in the entryway hallway drawer. So I gotta go through that. And then everything over here, which wasn't a ton, was actually in the little drawer where the tools, the house tools, were supposed to be. And the house tools were actually all over the place. The only tool that was in that drawer was that wrench there. But there were some tools underneath the sink in here and some tools laying around everywhere else. Before I get back into what I was discussing in the last voiceover, I wanted to just mention a couple of things really quickly. You may have noticed Buddy in the camera on the video. You may have seen Buddy and Lucy in previous videos on my channel, but Buddy and Lucy are my father-in-law's cats, and when my father-in-law is out of town, we babysit Buddy and Lucy. This is Buddy and Lucy's second home. They are our bonus fur babies. That's what we call them. They're our bonus fur babies. And this truly is their second home. We are their official babysitters, and we love them so much. So we have our cat Cleo and our dog Mia, but yes, Buddy and Lucy is our bonus fur babies, my father-in-law's cats. So you may notice them or see them from time to time. Also, I just wanted to mention really quickly that I wanted to eliminate as many junk drawers as possible. So what I'm doing right here is decluttering and organizing the many junk drawers that I emptied, because all of this stuff is going to go into the command center. There were so many drawers that I emptied out. There was so much stuff laying around the house, random stuff around the house, that all of these things are now combined into the command center. They're all in one place, and it's just awesome. So at the end of today's video, you're gonna see all of the drawers that I was able to empty out. And that's basically what I'm doing, is just decluttering and organizing all of that stuff, all of this stuff that's gonna go into the command center. But going back to what I was saying before, in regards to helping my mom declutter, one of my fears was her, going through sentimental stuff, her not wanting it, and then her asking me if I want it. Because sentimental items are very hard for me. Those are very tempting for me to want to take back home with me. But when I started to declutter over at my parents' house, I set boundaries for myself, and I set strict rules with myself. And there are times where the temptation creeps in and I have to put myself in check, and there's certain things that are just a no. Like, for example, I see the potential in everything. I want to DIY everything. Well, one of my automatic no's to accepting anything from my mom is something that I see potential in for a DIY. It's just an automatic no. And that should be like just in general, I should do that, but it's really hard for me. But that's just one strict rule that I've put into place over at my parents' house. If it's something I think I can DIY, it's an automatic no. For this, I just have a couple more pins that I'm going to put in there. Just to show you really quickly, the garbage, the donate, there really wasn't a lot. Anyway, this is all stuff that doesn't belong. I gotta go put these in their permanent homes. Actually, I lied. There's more. Everything on here on the fireplace was yeah. So like all of this stuff needs to go into their permanent homes. This is all like recyclables, like cardboard, plastic, recycling. And then all of this here, there's like a little pile right here. This is all of this right here is garbage. And the only thing that we're getting rid of that I'm gonna donate, I have some more toys. I always have more toys. We have to, yeah, there's eventually, yeah. I have a little donate pile for toys. So it's not that big when it's probably like, it probably fills up half a bucket. But once that bucket's filled, I'm gonna go ahead and donate it. So I'm gonna put that in the toy donate bucket. And then this is why am I so out of breath? This is a screen protector. Ian must have, I don't know why he keeps buying these. But he doesn't even have this phone. Maybe he got this a long time ago, I don't know. But it's a screen protector that we gotta donate, and then this will get donated. So that's it for donation. There really wasn't a lot of donation stuff. It was more like stuff that was misplaced that needs to go in its permanent home, and then more stuff that just needed to be organized. But that is it. Now I'm gonna clean. There's just boundaries that I've set for myself and guidelines that I've set for myself. And sometimes I do have to put myself in check. And, you know, I think that applies with, you know, anywhere that I go, whether it's in store or online, no matter where I'm at or what I'm doing, I'm setting boundaries for myself. I'm setting these rules for myself. And it's because I don't want to just bring stuff into my home to just bring it into my home. These rules are, you know, basically, is it going to serve a purpose? Is it going to serve a purpose for my family and I, my home? Is it something that I just want, or do we truly need it? Am I getting it because I think I can make a DIY out of it? And if so, put it back, Danielle. It's a no. You know, and it goes far beyond that. When I say boundaries, when I say, you know, I set guidelines and rules for myself, it goes further than that. It's, for example, with essential items like soap, toothpaste, toothbrushes. Before my journey to minimalism, I had a lot of multiples of those things, like a lot. And now when I go shopping, I have a very strict, very specific shopping list. I also take inventory, but I have a shopping list that I try not to veer off of. And there are times where I'll veer off maybe one or two items, but for the most part, I stick to that shopping list. And one of my boundaries is I'm not allowed to go, for example, with essential items, I'm not allowed to go overflow my essential items basket that's in my bathroom cabinet. That's a boundary for me. So there's boundaries that I've put in place for many areas around the home: the kitchen, the pantry, the fridge, the bathroom cabinets. My wax melts and candles have a boundary. It's just, I have, you know, these guidelines set in place, and I apply these things to everything, everywhere I go and everything that I do, because I love my minimal life. I love where I'm at right now. I cannot imagine going back to how it used to be before my journey to minimalism. And I know I've said this 1,000 times before, but my end goal was never to be an extreme minimalist. My goal was to just simply be more minimal. And on my journey, in the middle of my journey to minimalism, I realized that, you know, and I don't like categorizing things, but I do want to give you an idea of where I'm at. Moderate minimalism is just something I've always felt the most comfortable with, and I'm very happy there, at least for the time being. That may change as time goes on, who knows? But you know, I've worked hard to get where I'm at right now, and I don't want to go backwards. So I have to be very careful, very strict with myself when it comes to accepting things from other people, like my mom, or buying things. I'm very intentional, is the key word, very intentional on what I keep and what I bring into the home. But I will admit, there are times where temptation creeps in, and sometimes that can be really difficult to veer away from, because there is so much temptation out there. It feels like no matter where we go, where we look, you know, whether it's YouTube or Instagram or Pinterest or in store or reading a magazine or wherever, we're constantly being bombarded with ads. And temptation. And these marketing companies know very well what they're doing to try to sell you a product to make you think that this product is going to make your life better. It's going to make you happier. They'll say whatever to get you to buy the product, and sometimes it's just watching influencers and seeing all the things that they have that, it's tempting. It's like, oh my gosh, look at all these beautiful things they have, their beautiful home and jewelry and makeup and clothes and all of this stuff. And it's like, shouldn't I have it? Should I have it? And that temptation creeps in. And that's when I sit and I ground myself. So what I like to do is write down a list of all of the things that I'm grateful for. This may be a little hard for me to explain, which makes sense because it's me, but when I get things out of my head and onto a piece of paper, it becomes motivating. It becomes real for me. It's tangible. It's odd. It's just when I write things down, it's motivating. It becomes real. That's the best way that I can put it. It's like, I love making to-do lists. I find it incredibly satisfying to make a to-do list and have these check boxes. And when I'm done with a task, check marking those boxes off. It's very satisfying, but it's motivating and it's real. There's something right there in front of me that I can see. It's the same with when I write all of the things I'm grateful for down on a piece of paper. It's right there in front of me. I can see it. It's tangible. It's real. And when I look at that, and there's a long list. I have so much to be grateful for. I am so grateful and thankful for all of the things that I have. I am grateful for the fact that my family and I have food on the table, a roof over our head. We have clothes on our back. We have each other. We have our health. We have amazing family and friends. I am so grateful for each and every one of you, for being here with me, for being on this journey with me. I love and appreciate all of you. You guys are my friends. I have so much to be grateful for. So when I write all of that down, it just really puts things into perspective, and it truly does help to eliminate that temptation to accept things, like accepting things from my mom or purchasing things. I wanted to go through the command center really slowly because I knew that I wasn't going to have enough time to go through everything in here because there was so much that I wanted to get to. Before the end of today's video, I knew that I was going to have a long voiceover at the end of today's video. There was a lot more that I wanted to say, but I'll get into it in the next video. But I wanted to show you the command center slowly so you can see everything that I did, just to give you an idea of what I was trying to accomplish with this command center. By the way, this command center was not my idea. This was an idea from a friend of mine here. Karen, you know who you are. I love and appreciate you so much. This was a brilliant idea. Also, special thank you to everyone else who gave me amazing tips, ideas, and suggestions in regards to this command center and what to do with this closet. I just love and appreciate every single one of you. Seriously, thank you so much. This command center has helped out so much. It has eliminated almost every single one of my junk drawers. I've emptied out so many drawers. This has eliminated random stuff all around the house. Everything is just in one area, and it has made things so much easier. I did not put a slab of wood in the closet to level off the closet. The reason why is because, one, I wanted to do this on a budget, and two, even if I were to do that, the space underneath the piece of wood to level out the closet, that space still wouldn't have really been utilized. It's such a weird space that I just felt like I knew what I was gonna do if I did put a piece of wood in there to level it out. I would have just put bins and baskets on that slab of wood anyway. So I figured, why not use these crates to store things? And honestly, it works awesome. I ran out of time. I have no more time. So there were some things that I wanted to go over that I wasn't able to go over. I'm gonna list that in the description box below. Either that, I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below or DM me over on Instagram. But I love and appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being here with me, and we will talk to you on the next one. Bye, everyone.